Rosa Serrano, and I'm just going to give you an update in the yard. So these pepper plants, I still have to repot this one, or I'm actually going to use the same pot, but I'm just going to fill it up all the way and be conscious of the root structure at the bottom of this. Let's be clear, I don't know what I'm doing here. And so this plant I've had, this will be the second year it's grown, probably 10 times its original size. However, you can see the leaves are yellowish, so I think that I need to figure out how to prune it, and that would be good. Now this lantana has been some serious work. I'm not sure what to do with it. I honestly think this plant is a little weaker and I feel really bad for it. Like if you miss any watering on this plant for any length of time, it just goes to a place where it just seems like it's gonna die very, very quickly. So I'm not sure what I need to do with this one. But I feel bad for, these leaves. First of all, they were affected by the cold, and then I was a little late on watering her one day, and boy did she react to it poorly. So I feel bad about that for this plant. I've been trying to keep this one alive for about a year and a half. The catnip is, new growth. I cut out a lot. So I've had this plant for about 2 years. It's just really great with cats. I like it because of the canvas bag, so they come out here and scratch it, and then it's nothing toxic that they're eating. Now this one is working out a little better. This one's about 2 years. Same thing, it's a lantana. The growth is a little bit better. I think it's a stronger plant. I don't think I pruned it very well when I cut it, as far as shape and contour, but you're learning. So like I said, I really don't know what I'm doing here, but it's, you want to learn about yourself. Just go towards a plant that you're curious about, and you learn a lot about yourself, in taking care of something else. And so then, these cactuses here, they're doing pretty good, and I kind of call this one family since I put like 4 together there, and they grew this way. So I really like this one. This was really nice. We have some herbs here, which is pretty good. I think I need to repot this. Some more cactuses, and they're all doing pretty well. These haven't moved completely yet, but they're still very healthy. Now this is exciting as far as the figs getting, they lost all their leaves in the winter, and so the leaves are coming back, so I was really worried about that, because I was like, oh man, these are beautiful, and I was like, I killed them already, and so all the leaves fell off my figs. And then I have the tree, same thing, it's starting to get some growth, and I need to put it in a new pot for sure, this root structure. Yeah, so this one I definitely need something to put this in like ASAP, so I'm waiting on something. These are the Brazilian plants. I'm not really sure what they are. They were given to me as a gift from the lady. And the growth right away, as soon as it got warmer, new leaves were coming through, and it was pretty bare. It also dropped all of its leaves. This has pretty much stayed the same. I don't know what this is. It got incredibly large for the amount of soil that it's in, which is not a lot. And so I'd like to repot this, but I'm trying to think about what would be great for it. And again, I don't know what it is, but it is really beautiful. And those 2 plants, the Brazilians, they do great in the summer, and they do well when it's over 100. This cactus I need to fix. This started off really, really small. I got it from a person who gave it to me as a very, very small cactus, and I've had it for about 2-3 years, and it's gotten a lot bigger. I really don't know what kind it is. This is an adenium that I have that I repotted last year. It didn't really have like a lot of growth, but I think this year is where its rooting is going to go deeper into this pot, and I think I'm going to get a lot out of it. I still don't always understand like all the timings of the best time to repot them, and I am paying attention to it, but I just can't say that it's the only thing that I'm doing right now. So I'm still making like a lot of mistakes. So that's a San Pedro that also needs to be repotted for sure. That was a gift, and that's grown like 4x its normal size. This tomato's doing really good. I'm working on my pruning this year, so I cut a little bit more from the bottom so that the energy would go up, since there was more flower on top. And so yeah, I'm just thinking of ways to prune this. You're supposed to, the tomatoes are very close to cannabis as well, so I've definitely seen like some pruning techniques where it's pretty powerful on how much energy will force up through the rest of the plant and really create what you want, which is the fruit. So so far so good on this one. And then we have some flowers here, and again I just pruned it. I'm thinking about actually taking this branch off and potentially this one as well. And so again, like I'm learning about it. It takes a little bit, and I was actually really shocked on some of the pruning that you can do and how much of the plant you take off. But then, you know, as it's growing into more flower or fruit, what it's able to produce is shocking. Now these little Meyer lemon trees, this is going to be their third summer. And as you can see, they're still babies. They're probably maybe 2 feet high. Keeping an eye on those, and I don't think that the root structure has outgrown those pots. So I'm really hoping for a really nice season for them for the summer. Now this, I don't know what this is, but it has 6 little quarters to it. So I'm going to make 6 plants of it and have them grow. And the pot size will probably be, you know, it's not going to be too big, but compared to this, is going to be right over here, and that's going to be for each. I'm going to make 6 plants and see how that does. And those were given to me by this amazing place in Tucson called Harlow's. They have lots of free classes and free plants, like more often than not when you go there, which is really fun. So again, here's my update. Thank you so much. Any tips for anybody who's gardener? Again, this is like really more intuitive for me with a lot of these things. I may research a little bit, but there's something that happens when you just spend time with the plants that you're interested in, and all of a sudden, you know, you'll learn some things, but you'll, you know, build a relationship with the plant, and, you know, nature will tell you what it needs, but you got to steel your heart and mind to get there. So thanks so much. I'd love to hear anything you have to say about it. Take care.